You know, I was today years old when I found out that Disney World is basically a knockoff. Let's get into it. I pride myself for being a Disney addict, okay? So I know that I have a problem, but at the end of the day, it's my problem and I enjoy it. But even I was surprised to find out that there was a Disney kind of before Disney was even a thing. You know, Disney World really is the most magical place on earth where dreams really can come true, and they've been that way for a really, really long time. So long, it's hard to imagine a world without the magic of Disney and all the wonder that comes with it. But behind closed doors, there's a fascinating story of a theme park that lays out the design and inspiration that helped build Walt Disney World. Without this secret theme park, Disney World may have never come to fruition. And no, I'm not talking about its counterpart on the West Coast. This is truly a secret theme park that no one has ever heard about. I myself personally just learned about this just recently. And I gotta say, I was completely stunned by the similarities between these two parks. It's almost like they're the OG for immersive storytelling that Disney is known for. This theme park was founded in 1843, nearly 200 years ago. Almost 100 years before the Walt Disney Company was even thought about. This secret theme park is known for its exotic scenery, historical buildings, and lush gardens. At night, the theme park comes to life with thousands of colored lights, building the atmosphere of almost fairy tale in nature. And right now, it really sounds familiar, at least to me it does. It's almost the spitting image of what I think of when I hear about Walt Disney World. It's rumored that Walt Disney visited this historic theme park several times while designing Walt Disney World because of its quaint charms and elegant design that set the tone that built the magic that this park had to offer. In doing so, this inspired Disney to build a park even better than what he had done on the West Coast in Disneyland. Here, Disney sought to correct the flaws of Disneyland, building a truly cohesive park. After taking in the wonders of this secret park, Walt returned invigorated, going straight to his directors with a new, clearer vision for what he wanted to build in his new masterpiece. He was no longer just building a new theme park. He was crafting a new experience that would place visitors into the land of make-believe. Now, I've kept you waiting long enough. This secret theme park is not based in the US. It's actually in Copenhagen, and its name is Tivoli Gardens. Now, I've written down some facts for you. That way, I could really give you the full nature of what this park has to offer. Tivoli Gardens is home to one of the oldest wooden roller coasters in the world. Also home to Europe's best ride called Vertigo, and Denmark's largest permanent haunted house that spreads over 800 square meters, tying into that world-class food and amazing country reimagining that rivals Epcot. I have to say, this park is absolutely stunning to the eye, and in my opinion, kind of beats out what Epcot does when it comes to reimagining the countries around the world. Going even further, Tivoli Gardens goes crazy for holidays like Christmas, Halloween, and many others, putting their best foot forward that helps them steal some of the attention from massive businesses and ancient theme parks that have been around in Europe for hundreds of years. If that doesn't sound like Disney World and even Disneyland and the other Disney parks around the world, I don't know what you're doing here. It is crazy. This park kind of had like the stepping stones, or at least the base foundation for what Walt had envisioned all along. This helped Walt set the standard and build even more on top of the idea that when you go to a theme park, it's not all about the rides. It's about the total experience that the visitor is immersed in throughout their entire stay. Now look, we're not saying that Walt Disney stole this idea. In fact, theme parks have been around for forever. But everyone has their muse. See, Disneyland had already been in place before he even got the chance to go to Tivoli Gardens. But it did give him the idea to build a theme park even better, building better than what he did in Disneyland that already blew the world away. See, Disneyland was great and truly a masterpiece of his time, but even records are meant to be broken, and Disney sought to break his own, building a world that would be more cohesive, more spread out, and offering more immersion for every guest that ever visited. So here's my question to you. The next time that you're in Europe, are you going to Tivoli Gardens? I know it's probably going to be on my roadmap sometime in the future. And if you're planning on going, let me know in the comments below. If you're anything like me, new adventures are always a blessing, but they can be very chaotic if you don't know what to do. So if you're planning your next vacation, and if you're planning to go to Disney World, you should probably click this video right here where I break down all the necessities that you're going to need to know before your next trip.